Hi, my name is Ed Patterson, Edwin to my friends, and we are now starting the second 10 of our 60 Book of Mormon Great Vocabulary Test. All these 60 words are used only once in the Book of Mormon. And my contention is Joseph could not have known them to do this out of his own mind. So Joseph isn't the creator of the Book of Mormon. The only other alternatives left is it's from God, which is definitely my proposition. I believe that's what happened. And I do not believe in any way, shape, or form the critics, the antis, anyone could say, oh yes, Joseph wrote it based on the words inside the Book of Mormon because they decry him. He could not have done it. They're so hard. So our first of the second 10, now these are harder, 3 to 5 syllables, but only one definition. So the first is abasing. Abasing, not too tough. Abasing is found once in the Bible. You may not know this, but the Bible has 744,000 words once in it. So Joseph might have found that there. I doubt that. He found it talking to some friends on the street. Abasing, an odd word to use. This word's not found in the Doctrine and Covenants, Pearl of Great Price. It's only one time in the Bible and one time in the Book of Mormon. And we'll go over that particularly. How did that come about? Not from Joseph's mind is my contention. Okay, so abasing, how would you spell it? 83% of my people spelled it correctly. Not too tough. A little bit of maybe in there, but that's why 83% got not 100%. But you'll notice that 80% got the word right. So it isn't a tough word, but the way it's used is very tender and very specific. And again, my contention is listen to the definitions. That's where it gets tricky. To know a word, even spell a word, isn't too hard, but to use it right, use it precisely right, is very difficult. And that's what Joseph Smith did, if he wrote it, which, again, I deny. All right, so this is found in Alma 4. And in Alma 4, there's a lot of problems going on. The church is crumbling. People are leaving the church. They're falling into sin. They're enjoying the pleasures of the world. They don't really find much need for God at this point in time. So Alma is saying, if you just would listen to me a bit, I can help you. But he's doing something he's done many, many, many times in the Book of Mormon, which I really enjoy, is the kind of division between the two groups. Here's the world. Here are the saints. What makes the difference between those two? The world, he goes in great length to say, this is what people are doing. It's no good. Now he's going to describe the saints, the good people of God, good people of Christ who are following him. So we are in Alma 4:13. And now there was a great cause of lamentation because of the people, because of what they were doing. They were essentially, again, bailing on the church, bailing on God, saying, I want to have some pleasure in life. I want to do some fun things. And they were doing things that really were totally inappropriate. Okay. While others, and this is Alma, while others were abasing themselves, so that's how it's used, abasing themselves. One time in the Bible, one time in the Book of Mormon, abasing themselves. And what does it mean? Succoring those who stood in need of succor, such as imparting their substance to the poor and the needy, feeding the hungry, suffering all manner of affliction for Christ's sake, who should come according to the spirit of prophecy. So we have a beautiful saying here. Here's what good people do. They abase themselves. Whatever that means, we'll find out just shortly. They succor people. They love people. They forgive people. That's beautiful. All in the representation of how they feel about Christ, which is exactly why people should do good, because Christ is good. Okay, so let's get the definition out here and see what we've got going. So the definition to abasing: humbling, depressing, bringing low. How does that fit the verse again? Let's go just real quickly. And notice this great cause of lamentation among the people, while others were abasing themselves, succoring those who stood in need of succor. Abasing themselves, humbling, depressing, bringing low. Now, the 1828 dictionary is not based upon the Bible. It's not a spiritual definition. It's just the definition of the day. And yet that sweet definition comes through in how this word is used. My contention, that word is put there by God, not by Joseph Smith. Okay, that's the idea. We'll just keep on plugging. 1 of 10 or 11 of 60 done so far. On to the next.